Hello, if you want your peanut butter and your fufu to look like this, please follow along. So you get your source of protein, whatever you have, and then you put it in a pot. So I'm using beef, cow skin, whatever I have left in my refrigerator. You put it in a pot, you wash it. I put some chicken seasoning, some bay leaves, and then I grinded some onion, ginger, garlic. I added all my seasoning, Italian seasoning, oregano, parsley, some locust beans, blended it all, and I poured into my source of protein on the pot. Then I stir. I turn off on the stove. Then I stir it. I stir to make sure it's all mixed properly. Then I go ahead and add my salt. For me, I always add all my seasonings before I add my salt, because at times some of the seasonings, especially the chicken seasoning, contains salt. I don't want it to be too much salt. So when I mix it up, I taste to make sure that it's not too much salt. Before now, I go ahead and add the salt that I will need to make it balanced. So now I'm adding the salt, you see right there, and I pour it on it, and then I stir, then I taste again to make sure everything is fine. Then we add water and cover it up for it to cook. Yes, so that's what we do to our source of protein. Yes, I add water and I cover it up for it to cook. So now I go ahead and put in my washed tomatoes and my habanero, whatever sauce of pepper you have, you put it on. Like always, you wash your hands before you do all this, so please, hand washing is a must. Then you cover it up. Now we are caring for the peanut or the groundnut paste, the peanut or the groundnut paste. So you put it in a pot, you add your tomato paste, whatever you have, and then you stir it together. Then you add water to it, then you stir till it's all smooth. You can stir using the ladle, you can use the wicks, or you can use your hands. You can mash it. Back home in Ghana, we mash it with our hands. You can do it this way to make sure it's all mixed up, or you can use your hand. Here I'm showing you all three ways. You can use the ladle. The ladle take a little bit quite longer, you have to have water, or you can use your hands to mash it like I'm doing, or you can use your wicks. Whichever one you have. Some people blend it, some people use a kitchen mixer. Whatever you have, use it. So then you stir it. While you are doing that, you still be checking on your protein to make sure it's not overcooked. Yep. Then I take the peppers and the tomatoes, then I blend it. I blend it all together. Then I pour it back into my source of protein, which is cooking on the pot, while still checking on my groundnut or peanut butter thing that I'm doing behind the background. Yes, I'm checking it all. I make sure the peanut, when I'm cooking it, it's not on high heat so that it doesn't burn. The reason why we cook, I do it this way, is because if you don't cook the peanut well, it can turn to a different problem. You can have a stomach upset. So I make sure I cook it before pouring on it. You can do it the other way around. You can pour it on your source of protein direct, but I like to do it this way. Yes, so you stir like I'm stirring till you see oil on top of it. Depending on the groundnut paste, at times you might see oil, at times you might not, but then you just keep stirring. So this is all the oil we had on, and then this is how our protein after being cooked is looking at. It's not too hard, it's not too soft, it's just right. Yep. So now we'll go ahead and pour the the groundnut paste on it. See, yes, and then we stir it all together and add some water. Yes, that's what we are doing. You stir it all together and then you add some water. Take your time and stir it. Make sure it's all mixed together with your source of protein. Yep, you stir it. At this point, making sure that every meat or protein is touched by the groundnut paste or your peanut butter paste you just cooked in the other pots. Yes, you stir it nicely, take time to stir it, make sure it doesn't get burnt. You take your time to stir it. Most like use wood, you can use whatever wooden ladle, you can use whatever you have, and then you add water based on how thick or light you want it. I do not want my soup too thick, I do not want it too light, I want it in between. If you want it very light, you can add more water. If you want it thicker, you can add less water. Please do what you want. For me, I want it in between, so not too thick, not too light, just even and right. Yes, and then you cover it up. Then I put some habanero pepper on it to garnish the food later, and then I cover it up, and then that's it. If you have some garden eggs or aubergine, you can add it. It's up to you, whatever you want. So this is what we are looking at. Yeah, you leave it for it to cook for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then you serve. Yes, because you need to cook the peanuts or the groundnut soup very well, because you don't want to have a stomach upset. If you don't cook it very well, you might end up with a stomach upset. That's why I do it that way. I cook it before I pour it into the source of protein to cook again, because you want to make sure everything is cooked properly. Otherwise, you end up with a stomach upset. So this is what we're looking at. While I was doing that, I was making my fufu in the background, and then I go ahead and check on my soup to make sure it's all ready, well cooked. So you see, there's a little bit of oil. At times you can get a lot of oil. It all depends on the groundnut paste you are using. Yeah, so yeah. And then this is what the end product was. So this is our groundnut soup or peanut butter soup, all ready to serve on our fufu. This is cocoyam fufu, and that was it. That is it. Let me know in the comments how you do yours. Which way were you thoughts, or if you want to try this recipe. Yes, I got a groundnut paste at the African store. You can get it at the Spanish store too, the Nigerian store, the Ghanaian store, whichever African store is close to you. Yes, and then that was it. That is our peanut butter soup or groundnut soup, as we call it back home in Ghana. And please enjoy. Thank you.